What's up, people? Back with another reaction. Back with some more VCMG, aka Vince Clarke, Martin Gore. And now, as I've conversed with Han Solo again after having reacted to the first tune on the album, which essentially is an onomatopoeia for white noise, as I now understand. But yeah, he was mentioning that, because I was thinking like, okay, this is going to be kind of synth pop and we're probably going to hear Martin singing, maybe not in the first track, whatever, and he mentioned that their idea for this was to make like a proper techno record, like a record with not just like, you know, dancey synth pop, but like, you know, proper sort of electronic dance music. So I was not only very interested, intrigued by hearing that, but I'm very excited now to go through the rest of the record. Those of you who know me know I'm a longtime DJ of a number of different kinds of techno and trance, but most notably acid techno and acid trance. I love the sound of the 303. Originally developed as like a bassline synthesizer that was supposed to be used by like disco producers who didn't have an actual bassist. But then manipulated by people in Chicago and elsewhere in the mid-'80s, such that this sort of squelchy and acidic sound began to be heard. Future named a track Acid Tracks, and the rest is history. Nevertheless, as I've gone through synth pop reactions and so on for like Erasure and others, there have been moments where it's like, oh, that's a 303. That's, you know, that's definitely some acid. So yeah, the idea of Vince and Martin making like a proper like techno record with a number of like proper like dance, like electronic techno tracks is very intriguing and exciting for me. So we're up to the second tune, which is called Zaat, like Z-A-A-T. Not sure if that's supposed to be another onomatopoeia. It does make me think a buddy of mine, and you know, sort of when we would talk about techno tunes, because this is another guy who I've known him like since I was a little kid. Still talk to him occasionally, and yeah, we like a lot of the same music and a lot of different kind of music. We like punk rock and hip hop and reggae and techno. And I remember like his onomatopoeia for that sort of like kick drum, hi-hat, clap, also another kick drum, but like essentially kick drum, hi-hat, clap, hi-hat was unsi katsi. So I wonder when I hear Zaat that it, you know, it might be again an onomatopoeia that some people relate to like a certain type of like percussion, whether it's you know, like a cymbal hit or like whatever. But yeah, it makes me think of unsi katsi, as he used to say. Nevertheless, let's get to it. This is Vince Clarke and Martin Gore. I'm trying to remember, it's like 2012, I think it's like a decade ago. Let me just make sure I have this right. So yeah, it's 2011 the album was released. Oh wait, no. 2012, yeah, so 2012 by Mute. Oh, it was an EP called Spock that was released in November the year before. But yeah, their debut album was released on Mute in March of 2012. So here we go. This is the second tune called Zaat from VCMG's album, which is, I guess, what it's supposed to sound like. But here we go. Oh, get some funky techno up in this. Digital transmission, as well as a like airy, like breathy, like pad. But yeah, the sort of nasty, like dark riff is sort of the main sort of element of the tune. They found a nice sonic quality for that. Number one, that was kind of psytrance style in a way. It was like a dead pause at the measure transition. Secondly, this bass line now very electric, very synthetic. Again, kind of like psy techno. turn right back around or if you're going to go into a breakdown. Looks like the latter. Sounds like the latter. Oh, that was filthy. God, yes. Alright. So presumably there's a vinyl in this album. Shit may have to go down. I may have to buy this. Oh, that little submarine ping. Sent out a little sonar shot. And there's like a little creaking synth in there. Back to that real electric, sort of psychedelic bass work. And the whole tune, it has like an attitude. It's not like angry, but love that little flare. But yeah, it's like, it's got a bit of an attitude. A bit dirty. Like it's a smooth techno tune, but with a bit of attitude, a bit of grit. Stab, like dead pause. Now it's not like Hoover, but it's like reverse synthetic drone. This part feels like acid house. It almost feels like a hardcore track or something, which is like massive praise, to be clear. Hardcore German duo, as famous as like acid techno gets, although they're more acid house, but still. Again, like not angry, not evil, but wicked, a little bit of strut and attitude. That sort of clattery, stabby, percussive line. It's not even a synth line, it's like percussion, it's like drums. Oh. There's that dirty bass flare. I never would have guessed, man. Nice that I went into this tune reframed about what this album is, because I think my brain would have exploded if I was like, oh, so eventually it's synth pop with Martin singing, right? Tough outro even. Brilliant. It's dope. I would mix that in a set. Again, like a lot of the techno I mix, it, has proper 303. It's like, real acid heavy. But I do mix some techno that's, more stripped down and so on. And that would work great with a number of tracks that I'm thinking of. So, yeah, like I wondered once, Han Solo sort of redirected me and, it's more like a proper techno record. I was thinking like, okay, that they're excellent musical producers, but, I listen to a lot of people who've been making techno for like 25, 27, 30 years. So it's one of those things where I wondered, like, oh, because they come from a more mainstream music style, I wonder if they'll make techno in an interesting way. Well, make no mistake, that was fantastic. That was cool. So once again, shout out to Vince, shout out to Martin, big ups to Han Solo. I do appreciate you, and I know you sent me not just this album, but a number of other things. I will get through it all, just trying to balance everything. And, you know, the more the channel has grown, the more interaction there is, the more there's people suggesting different albums, and in at least a few cases giving me access to things. So yeah, but bottom line, I will go through everything eventually, but that was really cool. Do let me know what you think, whether or not you're fond of Vince and Martin's music outside of this context, because I know there's a number of people who have, you know, begun checking out some reactions outside of why they originally found my channel. So yeah, if any of you techno people find your way here, do let me know what you think of this, because again, you know, it might not be Chris Liberator, it might not be The Geezer, but that was some cool stuff. So let me know if you agree. Other than that, I will see you next time. Peace.